almost every aspect of this so-called refugee crisis is a scam from top to toe.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mark. What do you call an asylum seeker? What do you call a refugee? I think we've got a human rights fest, the Refugee Convention, Human Rights Act under Blair, European Court of Human Rights. It's a right mess, and they aren't real refugees, many of these people. And I think the British public are getting fed up with it all, to be honest.
But what is going to be done about it? Because right now you've got one party, and that is His Majesty's loyal opposition, who seem to be generally in favour of open borders as a philosophical thing. And then you've got another party that talks tough about it, but has actually allowed this situation to metastasize on their watch. And we have another tough talker in the present Home Secretary, but is she actually going to do anything about it?
Well, I think we've got this sort of knot of human rights laws, as I say, that we've got to untangle. I mean, Dominic Raab is back now, and he wants to get rid of the Human Rights Act, which is Tony Blair's act. And that's quite right. Get rid of that. That forces our courts to take into account what the European Court of Human Rights is ruling. And a lot of deportations are stopped by that. So that would help. But, we've got to look at the Refugee Convention, the UN one of 1951. This is not the way it should be working. People should be claiming asylum if they are true refugees in the first safe country they come to, not travel right across Europe so they get better benefits and better treatment in the United Kingdom.
Why is the British bureaucracy, the civil service, all the relevant agencies, so well disposed to this invasion? I noticed when I landed at Heathrow a couple of days ago that the first thing you see when you enter the border force zone is a big sign saying, if you want to claim asylum, now's the time to do it. Claim it now. You do get the feeling that the border force, not to mention the Royal Navy, the RNLI, have basically decided to take the side of this very demographically skewed group of 90% young men.
I think we've become very wet as a society, to be honest. We've become very weak. We think we owe these people to be taken in and treated as our own. I don't think we can do that. The British people are suffering. They've got cost of living challenges. There's people on the streets in Britain. It's crazy that we have 300 hotels now around the UK being used to house these people. Many of those actually are breaking planning law, as we find out. After 28 days, they should be, they need a change of use permission because they become basically houses of multiple occupation, not hotels, or they become hostels. And again, that's a major issue going on with Ipswich and Hull challenging the law. And, we seem to be willing to break the law when it comes to planning law, to accommodate these people.